Hey, what's up, people? I was in the middle of a project and I thought, I don't know if I've saw a video on this particular topic, and if there is, doesn't matter, I'll make one anyway, because maybe my way is different, maybe it's not. But what I'm going to show you in this video is how to create a mock-up on a tumbler so that you don't have to waste a tumbler by burning one. So you can create a mock-up in Adobe Illustrator and then export that out as a PNG or JPEG or whatever you want, and then send that on to your potential customer and hopefully save you a tumbler. So without any more jibber jabber, let's get into it. What I have set up here in Illustrator is my logo, Light Source Engraving logo, that has already been expanded. So the fills and strokes have been expanded. Then we also have the LightBurn logo. Everybody knows I like LightBurn. And what we're going to do is trace this and then use it for our mock-up. That way I can show you how to expand, and then what we need to do to just take a regular logo that somebody sends you and convert it to a vector for this mock-up. Blank tumblers, that would be stainless steel. And then I have some collars. We want to do a mock-up of our logo on stainless steel. Well, what we need to do is create a clipping mask of our logo off of the stainless steel cup and then place it over top of the collared cups. And it's fairly simple to do. However, if you do it in the wrong steps or don't have your graphic prepared properly, it can be frustrating. So step number one is move your graphic onto your tumbler, an approximate size of what it will be after it is engraved. The first thing we want to do is go to highlight your graphic, go to Object, Compound Path, Make. And you kind of saw the graphic disappear. Next, select the tumbler image. Then while holding Shift, select your graphic. Right click, make clipping mask. It might tell you it's complicated, just hit yes. And now we have a clipping mask of that stainless steel cup with the Light Source Engraving logo that we can place on any of these tumblers and create a nice looking mock-up. Okay, so we have our clipping mask and it is a nice pretty silver. So let's make a copy of it. So Control C, Control V, and let's drag it on this red tumbler and see how it looks. Now what we're going to see is a tumbler that's round with a flat logo on top of it. You can create the effect of it wrapping around the tumbler. One way I will typically do this is to arc the lower portion of the graphic, and you can see right there it's at 89%. That's what I used last time. So let's go with that and then reposition it. And obviously it's too big, so we can just dial the size down a little bit. And there you have the appearance of it starting to wrap around the tumbler. You can adjust the amount of arc. You can also arc the upper as well to make it look visually appealing. So you can play around with either one of those effects. Again, it's in the effect menu, warp. You can do the arc lower, upper. You can do an arch, which typically it's way up there. So can create somewhat of that effect just by itself. So that method might be the best for this particular graphic. So there we have our red tumbler with the graphic on it. And if we want to export these, you just select them both and you can export selection, and Illustrator gives you a little preview. You can name it, let's see, red mockup, and then it'll tell you where it's going to save it, and then you can select your format if you want a PNG or you want a JPEG, SVG, PDF, so you can export it in a variety of formats, and then those will be there for you for reference later. Or you can do what I like to do, sometimes it's quick and easy, is to just take a screenshot. So then you have a screenshot of your graphic and tumbler. Now if we were going to trace this LightBurn logo, so we come up with that tracing, we'll just hit expand and go with what it has there. If we just move it to this tumbler and then we want to create the mask, it's not going to work. First, it's two colors, and second, it's not in the correct format that Adobe will want to mask it. So what I will do here is take the magic wand, highlight the white, and hit delete. That's if the white is the part that we wanted to remain silver. If the black was what we wanted to remain silver, I would highlight the black and then delete it instead. So again, magic wand, grab the black and then delete it, and we'd be left with this, which, let's try that and see how it looks. So here is our graphic, and this is the only part that we want to remain silver on the cup, so we need to go to Object, Compound Path, Make. Once we have made the compound path, select the image, then the artwork, and then make clipping mask, and boom, we have a silver dragon. Let's move that onto the blue cup, and there we have it. Now we have a LightBurn tumbler mockup. You can export, screenshot, or whatever you need to do to get it in the format for your customer, and you do not have to waste the tumbler. And then let's check out the effect on this. Let's go with the arch and leave it at the default that I have. It gives you a rough estimate of what your burn will look like. Of course, you can center it up and turn off snapping, and everything will line up exactly where you want it to. But that's the basics. Remember, you need a compound path, and then once you have a compound path, you can then make the clipping mask and grab the silver stainless image. You can use any image you want of stainless steel and place it on any tumblers. I just happen to have these already on my desktop, so we use those. And that's it. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned. I'm going to have more tutorial videos coming out. This was a short one that I thought would benefit a lot of people and maybe help you save a few bucks along the way. And if you click show more in the description, you will find links to my LightBurn coaching booking page. You'll find a link to my Patreon, links to Facebook groups, Discord, and several other things. They'll change as things are updated over time. So I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you'll stick around by subscribing and turning your notifications on, and be ready for the next video. Thank you. Have a great day.